Next, the student clinician is going to demonstrate a therapy technique on the client's mother. This is done in order for the client to become comfortable when the clinician begins the technique on
Okay, so first I'm going to show you what we'll be doing because it can seem a little funny at first. So Joe, first I'm going to do this on your mom, and then we'll do this with you when we're practicing our ooh sounds. So to get the correct tongue tip placement, we would use a lollipop, and I would just put this right inside your mouth on that bump behind your teeth. And that just provides that tactile, that physical cue for Joe to put his tongue. So next, because Joe tends to put the sides of his tongue too far up in his mouth, we can use the straws as another physical tactile cue to put the sides of his tongue down. So if you just open your mouth for a minute, I would put this slightly into your mouth and just push down on the sides. Okay. So it might feel a little funny at first, but it's just to help move those sides of your tongue down a little bit instead of all the way up.
Okay. The first part of traditional articulation therapy includes sensory perceptual training or ear training, which involves identifying and locating the sound.
Okay, Joe, so today we're going to read some sentences. So first, I want you to read the sentence out loud, and then after, I want you to tell me all the times that you hear the ooh sound, okay?
Okay.
So whenever you're ready, go ahead and start with the first sentence.
What do you want me to do again?
So I want you to read the sentence completely, and then at the end, tell me how many times you heard the ooh sound.
Okay. There were 3 reasons why I did not enjoy the school trip. One L.
Good. There was only one L in that sentence. Let's go to the second sentence.
Firstly, the journey to our hotel was long and boring. 3 L's.
Very good. You identified the one in the middle, at the end, and at the beginning of the words. So let's try this third sentence.
The second part of traditional articulation intervention includes pre-practice instruction, which is learning how to articulate the target sound using different cues.
Okay, Joe, now I want you to give me your best ooh sound. That was a good try. Now we're going to use those funny things that I did on your mom earlier. We're going to try those. So first, I'm going to put this lollipop on that bump. Feel for that bump behind your teeth. Can you find it? So that's exactly where I'm going to put the lollipop so you know where your tongue tip needs to go. Okay? So right there is where I want your tongue tip. Okay?
I love cherry.
Is cherry your favorite? Okay. So next, I want you to try the ooh sound again this time. That was better, but we're still getting a lot of airflow. So let's try it with the straws, how I also did it on your mom earlier. So I'm just going to put this right in your mouth. So go ahead and pretend you're making the ooh sound. Watch my mouth. See how you can see my tongue? Ooh, better. So I'm going to put this right in your mouth, and we want your tongue, the sides of your tongue to come down a little. Right like that. Perfect. That was better. Good trying.
The next part of traditional articulation intervention includes practice. Once a client is stimulable for the target sound, it is practiced in isolation, syllables, words, and sentences. At this point, our client is able to produce the target sound in isolation and syllables. So we're going to start at words.
Okay, Joe. Next, we're going to work on our L sound in words. So each of these marshmallows has a word on it, and we're going to read each word out loud.
Okay.
And then after you read 5 marshmallow words, you can take 2 throws with the bat. Okay, Joe, that was really good try for the first 5 words. Now we're going to bring back the lollipop, and I'm going to put it on that bump right behind your teeth. So feel for that bump again. You find it? Alright, so that's where I want you to have your tongue tip. Open your mouth. Right there. Perfect. So now we're going to try to say these words again. And remember, keep that tongue tip up. Okay, start with this word again.
Like.
Better.
Look. Long. Little. Live.
Those were much better. So you got those first 4, but then that last word.
Live. Live.
That's good trying. We want to bring, I'm going to use the straw now, and we want to bring those sides of your tongue down a little bit. So remember how I did this? Go ahead and try to make the L sound. Good. So see how we want the sides of your tongue down a little bit?
Live.
Much better. Now you can take 2 more basketball throws.
Once the client masters the target sound at the word and sentence level, the final goal is for the client to be able to transfer and carry over the target sound in everyday situations in his spontaneous speech.